What do I need to do? What do can I do with the train? Oh my god, I can take... It's a skateboard!
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Crockett. It's no skin off my
Okay.
nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth.
Sure.
Speaking of whom, I better go see what's keeping him.
He needs space. I should... you should stay here. I'll check on him for you.
I'll go check on him for you. I was just heading there anyway.
No, you weren't. The last thing he needs is another distraction at the 11th hour.
But...
Tut tut. Not another word. I've got the rest of the day
Doc.
all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but... Carl
Oh, the
Sagan?
arsonist.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged
He's
arsonist.
not an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interests. You see, I know what you're up to.
He knows what she's up to?
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
Okay.
Go. I'll keep her occupied till we
Okay.
get back.
Thanks, Carl. So, what do I need to do? I have a skateboard. Let's use it.
Hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup.
Hello, the power of skating. It pays to watch the movies.
Emmett?
Kid?
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective
Why
Parker.
Why was
Detective?
Tannen here?
What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I
Better
assure
not
you.
be.
I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the
Mind
expo.
map?
The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as
Okay.
good. Okay, let's see now. What's next? Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on
yeah.
me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now. In love with the woman of my
More like
dreams.
nightmares.
And a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Well, looks like the place is looking cool. How are you, Emmett?
Hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
Okay then.
So, you and Edna, how serious are you guys?
Well, we both enjoy a good joke every now and
Uh-huh.
then, but I'd say on the whole we're fairly serious people. Why do you ask?
No.
you
What I
shouldn't
mean
rush
is,
into
how
anything.
serious is your relationship?
Oh, well, as a scientist, I can't state this with 100% confidence, but I'm provisionally certain that I'm head over heels in love.
Really? With Edna?
What can I say? She's my muse.
I would call her a
In the
lot of
week since
things.
we've been
Muse is
courting,
not one
she's
of them.
given me so many wonderful ideas.
Are you sure about Edna?
Are you sure Edna's the right woman for
She
you?
might not be the
What
one.
do you mean?
Well, she's
Don't you think she's a little controlling?
Controlling?
Yes.
Edna? No. She's just giving me a little much-needed
No,
guidance.
controlling.
Before I met her, I was such a flibberty-gibbet.
Flibberty-gibbet.
Always getting distracted by the slightest stray
Is that
idea.
really such a bad
But
thing?
now, thanks to Edna, I stay focused on the task in front of me, like a narrow-band stream of stimulated photon emissions. Focused.
She is cracking down the whip. She.
Isn't she a little cold?
Don't let the schoolmarm exterior fool you, buddy. Edna's got enough warmth to raise a liter of water from 0 to 100 degrees centigrade.
Ouch.
Know
Oh
what I mean?
God.
I kind of wish I didn't.
Now at least it's the young version, not the old version. I'm imagining naked.
I don't know. I just think Edna might be a little dangerous.
Danger.
Oh, I agree.
You do?
Like all independent women, she's a danger to the patriarchal status
What?
quo. That's one of the things I love about her. She shakes things up.
You have no idea.
Never mind.
I just think you should be careful, that's all.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll be
Okay,
fine.
Okay.
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes, it's our mental
What
alignment
is
meter.
the mental alignment
Mental
meter?
alignment meter.
What about the rocket car?
I thought you were working on some sort of rocket car.
Oh, the rocket propulsion system was far too unreliable, as that incident with Einstein proved. By the way, whatever happened to Einstein?
I wish I knew.
Anyway, I started tinkering with an alternate method of propulsion, but that was before things started heating up with Edna. Our conversations about the possibilities of applying technology to social ills pushed my research in a whole new direction.
Really? Okay, then. So what is this mind thing?
What's a mental alignment meter?
It's the most revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What?
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the
So
human
it
mind.
reads minds. How does it work?
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Okay.
Hey,
The test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal
Okay.
lobe.
uh-huh.
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli intended to provoke a series of
Bad.
positive or negative responses, as indicated by these
Good.
lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that?
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
Okay. What's my mind map?
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious.
Really?
Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
What the layabout?
Layabout. Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
No, the machine did call me a slacker. Everyone's a critic.
Why would you want to probe people's minds?
Why wouldn't
Uh,
you? Imagine being able to diagnose mental disorders with a flick of a switch, or detect the truthfulness of courtroom testimony merely by connecting a witness to a small portable device.
Your machine does all that?
Not yet. Frankly, right now, the whole thing's just a gussied-up potentiometer. But with years of refinements and a whole lot of investors, the MAM will be able to identify countless psychosis and neurosis, alcoholism, acrophobia, Oedipal complexes.
And?
And then we can set about curing them, of
They're
course.
not
Of
diseases.
course.
They're just normal things everyone goes through. You can't. Oh God.
Anyway,
Okay then.
can't believe you invented all this in 2 months.
Well, like I said, there's not really a whole lot of inventing going on
Nope.
here. I just dressed up a $5 potentiometer with a lot of bells and whistles.
But
Don't get me wrong, it does a remarkable job of telling whether a subject is currently liking or disliking what they're experiencing.
Right.
But all the extra stuff about sorting out criminals from model citizens is mostly a bunch of hooey at this point.
Oh, okay.
what's with the new threads?
You like them?
You look like Colonel Sanders.
All right.
Never mind.
Edna gave them to me. She says my usual clothes don't have enough zing for a public exhibition.
What do you say we take a break for a couple of hours and go see a movie?
It's alive. It's
Couple of
alive.
hours?
Actually, it may be more like 70 minutes.
I haven't got a couple of hours. I still got all these mind maps to sort, and the MAM's wiring is still giving me fits, and...
I get it, you're busy.
I need to get him out here, but how?
You sure you don't want to take in a movie? I think you'll like it.
Frankenstein?
Strange as it may sound, I've got more pressing things to think about than going out to
Oh,
movies.
come on. No
Okay.
fun anymore.
What's with
Yeah,
the new
what is with
threads?
the new threads?
You like them?
You look like Colonel Sanders.
Who?
It's
Never
finger
mind.
looking good.
Edna gave them to me. She...
How's with you and your dad?
How are things between you and your father? I'm kind of surprised he hasn't torn down your
Yeah.
lab yet.
Well, he's still angry with me and threatening to cut me out of his will, but I'm hoping that the civic potential of my mental alignment meter will win him over.
Well, what floats your boat?
You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
Okay, then let's have a look around.
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Why don't I just switch them around?
The mind of a degenerate criminal.
That's Kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map
Okay.
helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Okay.
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
But if you do this to a child, what would happen to the child, huh?
What's this typewriter do again?
During a mental alignment test, it takes messages from the mind map helmet and turns them into punch cards, like the one for Mr. Tannen over
Okay.
there.
Seems complicated.
Actually, it was all rather easy to put together once Edna gave me the idea.
Ah.
Sounds to me like you should be working on harder problems then.
What? Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
Some help. Switch?
Nothing happened.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
Oh, okay, so I have to get the test running. What's this?
So this machine takes those little cards and tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work.
Okay.
The mental alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
Edna says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap
That is
judgments.
true.
I can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing lights and lose all sense of judgment.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Okay, then, what's the tank?
How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. I had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
Oh. Okay, how's this thing?
Hey, Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer?
Hassenpfeffer.
Rabbit
Oh.
stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff.
Whoo!
Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful,
Ooh.
yeah.
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
Oh, it's going! Music?
I Don't Care by Trixie Trotter?
Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing. Oh.
Oh, wow, Trixie's a musical star now.
But I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I could have been
I'd be careful of
Why?
that if I were you.
Why?
The rocket fuel experiment must have stripped one of the teeth in the hand crank. As a consequence, if you turn it for more than 10 seconds...
Oh!
Whoa! Sends out an electric shock.
I'm happy-go-lucky. Jolly and carefree.
She don't care.
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Yeah.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Okay.
Sure.
What do I do with it? You know, Emmett is wearing white. What happens if that suit gets all mucky?
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What
It was
the
an
heck?
accident!
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote. So I spent a few hours whipping up
What?
this.
What? A shower? What?
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett,
Nice.
you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding
Cloth
enzymes,
shredding.
rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna
Oh,
dissolve
no.
in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving
Wow.
moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's
Yes, you did
grandfather,
mention that.
who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
Okay then, so I have to figure this shit out.
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this
Oh.
is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Ah,
Clever.
neat. Now I can mess with it. Let's see.
What the hell is that? What?
Yoink.
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
Okay, so I have to get this to concentrate, but how?
Emmett says this stuff will clean anything, but it only has a 12-hour shelf life. Too bad I haven't got 12 hours. Or do I?
Time travel. Oh, if I go back to... okay, if I give it to Doc, he goes in time, and he leaves it somewhere for me, then I get it. Then it eats away. Ooh, possibilities. Okay, I need to figure shit out. Ugh.
Ew.
Ugh. Did the clamp fall off again?
Yeah.
Put it back on. Well, I don't even know why I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen tube, it takes a couple of minutes before I can get the stench out of the air.
Woo! Woo! How do I get those cards working again? How did he do this again? Where's the camera? There was a camera thing. What's that? What's that?
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Cannon?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
Nah, it's not so good.
You look a little... constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I
On taking
get
a
the
shit.
picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Let's see. Hello.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
Well, I know some lucky woman out there who would love to have her hands on that. Let's have a look.
Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't
Now I
mention
need a
it.
fur coat. Where do I get a fur coat?
Emmett says this album has pictures of him all the way back to when he was a baby.
Well, let's see. We've got a diamond. We've got that. What else do we need? Hints. Okay, Emmett's is good for... Right. Why don't you test it out on something? What do I test it on? You always seem to how good it is on motor oil. Why not try it out on pro... Use a cleanser on the okay. So I use this. I use this. What do I use it with?
That doesn't need cleaning.
Let's look at the punch cards then.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental
That's
alignment.
not good.
Isn't that cute?
Not
Yeah,
really.
creepy.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
How do we get it to work?
According to Emmett. This button only works while the mind map test is
How do
active.
we get it active? Okay, maybe if I just go back and go talk to Doc real quickly.
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize
What?
something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you
What?
can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day. Why should I? I know
No,
what I
not a
want.
ring!
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to
No,
marry
no,
me.
no, 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 no,
Right
no, no,
now.
no.
No!
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to
no.
you.
You're welcome.
This does not bode well for me. Can we get the machine started? Like, how do we get...
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps.
Emmett, can we get the machine started again?
Emmett?
Yeah?
Do you...
Did you make a mind map of yourself?
Of course. Take a look.
Edna's right. You are a model citizen.
At least as far as my invention's concerned. Confidentially, this whole enterprise is a little light on the hard science and a little heavy on the smoke and mirrors.
Fair enough.
Could you tell me how this mental alignment meter works again?
Of course. Now,
Okay.
pay attention. Subjects put on the mind-mapping helmet, which I activate with this radio
Yes.
switch.
Check.
The subject is then exposed to a series of visual stimuli, provoking positive, negative, or indifferent reactions that are recorded by the mind map
Okay.
printer.
Right.
Once a mind map is completed, it can be inserted into the mental alignment meter to pronounce judgment on the subject's mental state.
Okay. I think
More
I
or
got
less. So I gotta turn it on.
it. You get back to work. We'll
I
catch
gotta
up later.
turn Doc from a model
Thanks.
citizen to a delinquent. The switch!
This button only works while the mind map test is active.
Hit the switch, you dum-dum. There we go. A middle ground, that makes sense. What if we make it nothing good? This was a bad smell.
Ew.
Oh.
Yeah, now he doesn't like her. Who the hell is that? Who's this?
Wait, I know that. That's John Wilkes Booth, the guy that shot
Oh!
Lincoln. So I guess he's supposed to be a negative
Then we
figure.
make him a positive.
Ah, that smells much better.
Okay, okay, almost there. Then we get some music playing.
Ah, that's the stuff.
They say I'm crazy,
There we
got
go.
no sense, but I
We're
don't
gonna turn
care.
Doc into a wanted
They
criminal
say
by the end of the
I'm
night.
innocent, but I don't care.
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to exit.
Independent, I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I
Careful.
don't care.
Don't let all the
I don't
flavor escape.
care. I don't care
Okay, okay.
what people think of me. I'm happy-go-lucky, men say I am plucky, so jolly and free. I don't
Oh, a police officer.
I don't care if I do get the meat and
Okay, so it's in the good.
if I'm never successful, it won't be distressful, 'cause I don't care.
So that's Parker then. Did not mean to do that, but that's actually probably a good thing.
But I don't care. They may or may not
So is
be
that Parker?
innocent, but I don't care.
It's Danny Parker. He's a cop, so I guess he's supposed to get a positive response from model
Yep,
citizens.
so we gotta get him into the negative. Stink it up, boys.
I don't
Hey there, you stinky little bacteria.
Valve.
what people think of me.
Ugh.
I'm happy-go-lucky, men say
Go in the
I
red,
am
go in the
lucky,
red, go in the red, honey.
free.
I don't care. I don't care.
If I do get the meat and so
Who's
you
that?
care. If I'm never successful,
It's in the orange.
it won't be distressful, 'cause I don't care.
Oh, it's gone all the way to the red, green.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care.
I don't know who that is, but he's clearly a Tannen, so I guess he's a negative
So I
figure.
guess he's already in the green, so positive.
I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care. Who the fudge is that?
What people think of me. I'm happy-go-lucky, and say I am plucky, so jolly and carefree.
I don't
I don't
care.
care.
Who is this?
Hey, I remember that picture from Edna's apartment in 1986. It's a kid and a relative of Edna, so it's probably a positive figure.
Oh, that's her brother. Let's make him the most unpositive thing ever. Oh, I'm definitely crazy. So crazy that I'm gonna let this stink up. Stink it up, boys.
Ew.
Hit the switch. Hit the switch. Let's see what we've got next. Hello. Woo. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. So that's clearly a friend Fatale. No, wrong. No. I hit the wrong thing always. Oh well.
Trixie, I don't think Edna
Oh,
approves of
no.
her, so I guess she's a
You
negative
gotta make her
figure.
a positive.
Ah.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
No, don't turn it off. This is my favorite part.
Okay, okay. I think I may have fucked up because I don't think you're meant to get anything in the orange. No, why? And Emmett Brown, let's see. That's it all off. Let's have a look to see then. I probably fucked it up. Let's see. Emmett Brown is a hooligan.
That's almost bad enough. I just need one more wrong answer to drive Emmett's mind map all the way down at Kid Tannen's
Right.
level.
Okay, so it was that. Okay, let's start this again.